The original dream of the neoliberal consensus had been to create a glorious new world. But by the 1990s, it was clear that the dream had failed. It became instead a society where no one believed in anything or had any vision of the future. As the post-war settlement began erupting in disputes, some millionaires spied an opportunity. What they did was revolutionary. They pooled resources to get some idiots together in a tank. And inside the tank, the idiots would think very hard about policy before eventually agreeing on the precise thing they were under strict instructions to agree on. These think tanks began to aggressively market the idea that favourable conditions for millionaires was just plain old common sense. And this struck a chord with one key demographic: irritable homeowners who relished nothing more than the chance to talk down to an idealistic youngster.
Welcome to the real world, Sonny Jim.
Well, that's me, a pragmatist to the last.
You can't make an omelette without cracking a few eggs.
When you've been around as long as I have.
As people started drawing attention to the widening inequality, the operation had to go baser in its efforts to discredit critics. In this changing world, two brothers called Charles and David Koch became the inspiration for a growing new conformist movement known as Gammonism. They weren't politicians, they were just billionaires, and they built a giant computer, which they named Brendan, whose job was to heap scorn on anti-Gammonist dissidents. Housed in a series of large sheds in an apple orchard in Surrey, Brendan is a computer that constantly monitors the world, and it takes things that it sees happening and it attributes them to a totally imagined tyranny from the left.
In cancelling Mr. Potato Head, the woke brigade have shown. In cancelling Rule Britannia, the woke. In cancelling Greece, the woke Stasi have shown that they. In cancelling that little bit of that one episode of Faulty Towers, Woko Haram have shown that.